Hello everybody, welcome to this week's railroad crossing tour video. This week we're going to do a little bit of a two-in-one deal here. A lot of you might recognize this location. We are here at Delray Junction in the Delray neighborhood of Detroit, Michigan, where we see across these two crossings, we see a total of 4 Class 1 railroads running through this junction over here. That would be Canadian National, Norfolk Southern, CSX, and CPKC. Then also every once in a while we get a little bit of a Delray connecting railroad action. You can see right here we have the former interlocking tower. Unfortunately, that has been closed a couple of years ago, I think, or maybe a few years ago, maybe longer than that. And everything is now basically automated. Instead of someone sitting in that tower throwing levers and stuff. It still stands, but of course it's dormant. So with all that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get right to this tour. We got 6 signals to tour here, and there's similarities and differences with all of them. And we're gonna start with this signal right here. These 4, well, 3 out of these 4 masts here, these gated signals that we're gonna tour are relatively newer, but one of them is a little older. But anyways, our first signal has a Western Coal and Hayes base with a Siemens gate mechanism with an imprinted logo. And then here is the emergency information for CSX. CSX owns this crossing. The dot number is 477272G. And it has the 477 number because right there where the sign is where the Norfolk Southern Detroit district starts. And Norfolk Southern takes over maintenance. And then it turns into CSX right over here. Then if you take these tracks to the right, you stay on CSX property and head into Rougemere Yard. But that's why it has the 477 number here. The lights on this signal are 2 pairs of Western Coal and Hayes 12x20 4-inch 2nd gen LEDs with a safe train light bracket. We have an NEG electronic bell, and we have, I believe we have NEG LED gate lights on the gate. And then we also have a wing guard right there. So that is our first signal of the first crossing. Let's look at the back of it right here. And then let's hop across the street. We're gonna hit this one next. I believe this next signal is the one that does have a slightly older mast and reused equipment from the signals that used to be here with, you know, very much older equipment. The signal sits on a safe train base. And there's the emergency information again. This signal has 1 pair of the Western Coal and Hayes 2nd gen LEDs, 12x24 inch. But for this signal, they reused the older safe train light heads for these, the incandescent lights that used to be here. They sit on a safe train light bracket. We have another NEG electronic bell, some NEG LED gate lights, I believe. And then, missed the gate mechanism. It's another Siemens gate mechanism with an imprinted logo. All right, let's move on to signal number 3 of this crossing. This signal also has a Western Coal and Hayes base, just like the first one. We've got our emergency information. You have another Siemens gate mechanism with an imprinted logo. And this signal has 3 pairs of the Western Coal and Hayes 2nd gen LEDs. See, these are in a little bit of a goofy configuration just because of the way the signal was mounted and the way the road is. But this signal has Western Coal and Hayes light bracket for the side lights, and does for the main lights as well. We have another NEG electronic bell and some NEG LED gate lights. You can see here where there used to be, a 2nd track here at this crossing, but as you can tell, it's no longer in service, obviously. So that's why this signal here and the signal over there, they were actually moved up when this 2nd track went out of service. I think over here is where this signal here used to be, was all the way back here. At least I'm gonna think so. Yeah, that is our 3rd signal. We'll hit the last signal of this crossing, and then we got that crossing over there to tour, which has CN and NS running through here. This crossing has CSX, a little bit of NS, CP, and Delray connecting railroad every once in a while. I think that's right. So this crossing definitely sees a little bit more. Actually, maybe it's about even. I don't know, I'd have to count. So this is our last signal, and already you can tell this crossing has its gate leaning a little bit because of this power line right here. That's an electrocution hazard if they let this gate go all the way up. It's weird because they even put a wind guard on it when they installed the signal, but yeah, it has to lean to avoid this whole signal being fried. But with that out of the way, the signal also has a Western Coal and Hayes base with another Siemens gate mechanism with an imprinted logo. We have 2 more pairs of the Western Coal and Hayes 2nd gen LEDs on a safe train light bracket. We have another NEG electronic bell. And for the gate, I believe to be NEG LED gate lights. And then this signal also has CSX's emergency information right there. So I believe that is all to show for this crossing here. I guess you could say Dearborn Street number 1. And over there's the relay case for this crossing. And now we are going to shift over to this crossing, which has some older equipment, but also a few newer elements to it. And over here, once we go around, get around these trees here, we do have a couple trains sitting there. We have CSX I-131 with the CP leader, and then that EOTD blinking there, that's its counterpart, 132. They're just chilling there for right now. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and tour this second crossing. All right, crossing number 2. And like I said before, this crossing has CN and NS running through here. Technically, this line here is owned by Conrail Shared Assets, but if you look at this dot tag, this crossing is also owned by CSX, and it has the same dot number as the other crossing, but it is Conrail Shared Assets here running or maintaining this part of the line. Anyways, let's go ahead and start with our first signal. It has a SafeTran base and a SafeTran gate mechanism, 2000s model. And like I said, there's the dot number. It's the same as the other crossing. This signal has 2 pairs of SafeTran 12x24-inch incandescent lights, which you can see right here. These are still incandescent. And they sit on a SafeTran light bracket. And the bell is an NEG electronic bell. And I think the gate has some more NEG LED gate lights and no wind guard on this signal. There you go. This is looking south towards downriver. Just about any CN train running through here eventually ends up going through like Wyandotte and Trenton and the infamous quad track crossings. But yeah, this is where they all come from. Well, of course, they got to go through YD first, and then they end up there. Same for NS, but any train that's coming north and eventually goes to Oakwood just takes the connector at YD instead of coming through here. But yeah, just about all the downriver trains either come from this area or they pass through this area, or they come from downriver and go through here. Let's hope I don't get splashed here. Let's wait a second. All right, I'm still dry. Here's our second signal, the second crossing, which also sits on a SafeTran base. And it has another SafeTran gate mechanism, 2000s model. We have 2 more pairs of SafeTran 12x24-inch incandescent lights sitting on a SafeTran light bracket. We have another NEG electronic bell. And I believe, some more NEG LED gate lights. And this one does have a wind guard. And I believe that is going to be all for this video. I know it was a bit of a longer one, but I wanted to get both of these crossings done here. Over here is the relay case for the second crossing, which has the dot number on it and the road name. And I think that's going to be all here for Dearborn Avenue in Detroit, Michigan at Delray Junction. Thank you all for watching.